The combination of two technologies, hydraulic fracturing and horizontal drilling, has enabled the oil and gas industry to engage in an effort to unlock oil and gas and underground rock formations across the United States. Fracking, however, has also led to tremendous environmental harm and put the health and safety of communities across the country at risk. Fracking wells have been drilled or permitted in more than 20 states, but the scale of fracking's impact on our environment can be difficult to grasp. This report quantifies some of the key environmental and public health-related impacts triggered by fracking during the technology's decade-long spread across the country. To protect the public and our environment, states should take action to ban fracking, or, failing that, to ensure that oil and gas companies are held to the highest levels of environmental performance, transparency, and accountability. Fracking uses vast quantities of chemicals known to harm human health. According to industry-reported data in the FracFocus database, oil and gas wells fracked across the U.S. between 2005 and 2015 used at least 5 billion pounds of hydrochloric acid, a caustic acid, 1.2 billion pounds of petroleum distillates, and 445 million pounds of methanol, which is suspected of causing birth defects. The exact identities of many other chemicals are unknown because they are kept secret as proprietary information. Fracking threatens drink water supplies. Across the country, fracking wastewater has leaked from retention ponds or escaped from faulty disposal wells, putting drinking water at risk. Fracking requires huge volumes of water for each well, water that is often needed for other uses or to maintain healthy aquatic ecosystems. Methane from fracking operations adds global warming pollution to the atmosphere. To address the environmental and public health threats from fracking across the nation, states should prohibit fracking. No plausible system of regulation appears likely to address the scale and severity of fracking's impacts. In places where fracking does continue to take place, fracking should be subject to all relevant environmental laws. Federal policymakers must close the loopholes exempting fracking from key provisions of our nation's environmental laws. Our most important natural areas should be kept off limits. Federal officials should ban fracking on our public lands, including national parks, national forests, and sources of drinking water. The public's right to know about fracking's environmental damage must be respected. More complete data on fracking should be collected and made available to the public, enabling us to understand the full extent of the harm that fracking causes to our environment and health.